guys, what's up? Today is another video and it is going to be about tips for your freshman year. I just finished my freshman year almost 2 months ago and it was really an insane year. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about life. I just learned a lot in general and it was like a really changing experience for me. I remember before my freshman year I looked at a lot of videos like these and ultimately you just kind of have to find out what works for you. I hope this video helps you out in some way if you're getting ready to go to your freshman year of college, if you're nervous, or if you just don't know what to expect. But these are some things that I learned that made it a little bit easier and just an overall really enjoyable experience. The first one is invest in a comfortable backpack. The first backpack that I brought was a really cheap one that was cute, but it wasn't functional. And if you're going to college, you're going to be walking all around campus, you need to have a good backpack. The first semester, my back killed me. So I recommend getting a really nice backpack like a North Face or a JanSport or something that just really is comfortable and you'll be able to lug around all day. I personally got a North Face and I love that. But yeah, biggest tip is get a good backpack. Second is a pretty common one, but it is go to all Welcome Week events and involvement fairs. It's just a really good place to get to know your campus and find out a lot about yourself. I ended up joining an organization that I didn't really originally have any interest in, and I went to some of their events and I went to them at the involvement fair and I learned how to become part of them, and I ended up getting a student job through that organization, and it helped me find out what I want my career to be. Seriously, you never know where these are going to lead you. I met some great people in this organization. Just, you gotta put yourself out there right away, but make sure that you're getting everything out of all of these crazy opportunities that the first week of college will bring you. Number 3, learn how to take the bus. I don't know if this is as relevant if you're going to a smaller college, but I am in a big city and we get free bus passes for being a student, and oh my gosh, learn how to take the bus. It will be a lifesaver because let me tell you, I just wanted Starbucks one day. I downloaded an app and I found out that there was a bus route going to Starbucks only 10 minutes away. It was literally no transfers, just super easy, hop on, hop off. I had a great time at Starbucks, but then it was time to come home. And for some reason, I just got on the same bus that I got off at that was just going the opposite way from my campus. And for some reason, it made sense at the time in my head, but I ended up taking an hour bus ride to the outskirts of the city. So yeah, learn how to take the bus. Another really good tip is make sure you're buying your books used, or just wait for the first week of classes to see if you're actually gonna need your books, and then buy them. Honestly, you really don't use your books as much as you think you are, and they're expensive. If you can save money on not buying an $80 book, you should do that. I've had more than one professor who makes you go to lecture, and literally everything that is on the slideshow is from the book. So they're basically reading the book to you. I went to class a lot. I very rarely skipped. So maybe if you know that you're not gonna always go to class, maybe invest in a book. But for me, seriously, I just would take notes in class. I would be really attentive in class, and I wouldn't always need to buy the book. Another handy tip that goes along with that is go on ratemyprofessors.com. You can type in your professor's name, and obviously there will be reviews of the teacher, but also people will say if they did use the book or not. There's a little check box that they'll click yes or no on, and other people will tell you if they actually used the book. That was huge in me buying or not buying my books ahead of time. But if you end up do needing your books, there's always going to be some classes where you need to buy your books. I totally recommend buying them secondhand. Check out Facebook pages. I know that there is a book exchange Facebook page that like you can just join, and like people will let you know what they're selling. I got some of my books off of there. Otherwise, there's a ton of websites where you can go for discounted books. Usually, you know, they're used. And it's just like really good that we live in an age where we don't always need to buy them brand new and buy like the ridiculous bookstore price. Number 5 kind of tags off of my last one, but go to Rate My Professor while signing up for classes. Maybe you have signed up for classes, maybe you haven't, but go to ratemyprofessor.com. I was able to weed out the bad professors that I didn't want to get stuck with, and I was able to, you know, have these really great professors that other people really liked. You can also see how tough like their class is, other people's, you know, reaction on the class itself and not just the teacher. Some people also, you know, will add little tidbits of you need to go to class to you need to go to class to pass this, you know, course, or, you know, they barely have homework but the tests are super hard. You'll just get a lot of good information, and you know what to expect when going into that class, which was, as a freshman, really, really, really helpful and comforting. This next one, it's okay to cry. A lot. I was never a crier. I'm a very happy, positive person, but oh my god, when I got to college, I've never cried more in a year time. I've cried so much just my freshman year. And it's not necessarily homesickness either. Like, I'm not homesick. So if you're prone to homesickness, oh my god, be prepared more for this then. Because I was never homesick, but like just things that life throws at you, if you're in college, it just seems all the more worse. Like, oh my gosh, family issues, like class issues, boy issues, money issues, and like my dog died like right before finals. Like, that's awful. Like, I cried so much, and sometimes it's really hard because, you know, all this stuff is happening and you kind of feel stuck at school, and, you know, even stress can make you cry if you have a really, you know, hard class that you're really scared about passing. Everything just like hits you so much harder when you're in this new environment and when you're like kind of on your own for it. And yeah, I mean, it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. You have a dorm room and cry in your dorm room. There's a lot of crying that happened in my dorm room. It was like crying haven, you know? Like, it was okay to cry in my room. This sounds so sad. But no, for real, like, let it out. And, you know, just expect that. I didn't expect that. Just be prepared for that. This next one saved my life and made my classes so much easier. But it is go to exam reviews and go to office hours. It just makes everything so much easier, and you get to know your professors or your TAs better that way. Sometimes it's hard to get yourself to go to these, you know, exam reviews and office hours, but you'll always thank yourself after. I mean, it's so much better to actually understand the information and, you know, feel prepared for an exam. Because of that, I got a great grade in my calc class, my college course calc class, and I still can't believe I'm saying those words, but it helps. I've lost track of what number this is, but my next tip is to use a planner, and you guys probably saw this in my last year's college school supplies haul, and yes, I will be doing another one. I keep getting questions about that. It's on its way, don't worry. Yeah, this thing is a lifesaver. I'm not getting a new planner because this one goes all the way until December, so in December I'll like buy a new planner. Was a regular, actually this was a slow week for me. This was a hell week for me. Yes, those are all assignments. Yes, they're all crossed off. Yeah, that was actually, I still remember that week. That was only September. That was the end of September. So, you know, everything hits you hard. This is another week. Like, every week is basically like this. It was really helpful to write it out. This is the monthly view. Every class had its own highlighter color, and I always, when I got the syllabus, I would write down everything in the monthly view, so I would always be able to like look ahead and actually see how close a deadline was coming up. I mean, seriously, get yourself a planner. It is so helpful. This next tip is really, 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 really hard to do, but if you can do it, props to you. I wasn't able to do it, so learn from my mistakes. But it is eat healthy, work out, and don't eat pizza at 3 a.m. Because I didn't do those things, and I gained so much weight. Now I'm working on getting it all off again because I was in really good shape when I got to college, and I was like, you know, screw it. Like, everybody else is able to like let loose and eat these like mozzarella sticks. Like, why can't I do that? Like, why can't I just go down? It was really bad because we had a convenience store and a fast food store. And do we have anything else? I mean, and we had a cafeteria, like we had a regular cafeteria, and we had a coffee shop all in my dorm. Not on campus, in my dorm. I didn't have to go outside to get these things. At the convenience store, I could get as many candy bars as I wanted. And it was on my meal plan. Like, I could just get candy bars if I wanted to. And I just swiped my meal plan card. In the morning, if I wanted like a mocha triple shot, whatever, I got that with whipped cream. Like, I mean, it's just, it was bad. And so, yeah, I was like, I don't want to like miss out on like the college experience of like, you know, coming back and like stuffing my face with pizza at like 3 a.m. Like, come on, college, dude. But no. Don't do it. Don't save yourself the exercise. I mean, you're gonna be exercising. You should exercise anyway, but I mean, save yourself the trouble because it's just so not worth it. So yeah, I mean, that was just a short list of things that I learned my freshman year. Like I said, you learn so much about yourself and about like just everything your freshman year. And you know, embrace the change. Do what scares you. This is your time in your life to kind of, you know, like, be your own person. So do that, you know what I mean? Don't let anything scare you. And I hope this video helped some of you. You know, I know that I watched a lot of these videos when I was getting prepared for college. But yeah, just like, it's something to be excited for. Hands down, I can't wait to go back, which is, I've never said that about like a school year before. I've never been in summer vacation and being like, wow, I can't wait to go back to school. But now I am. Like, that's how much I like, you know, school. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, like and subscribe. This is like a school related video, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and I will do a college school supplies haul. Alright, well, I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye! I'm like legitimately sweating because I don't have AC.